I-rest meditation or I-rest yoga nidra is based upon an ancient yogic practice of meditation. It's a I-rest is a modern adaptation of yoga nidra, and it was started by Dr. Richard Miller. And it's based on the principles of 10 principles. We're working with 2 principles today. One of sensing, so that would be sensing our body and our breath, as well as just working with the sankalpas, that is finding your inner resource, which is a place and a feeling of safety and calm and ease, as well as seeing if you could bring in your heartfelt purpose into the practice. And then of course affirming with an intention, always starting with an intention for your practice and an intention on how to direct that to help with your heartfelt purpose in your life. Just a couple things about meditation. Again, it has so many real life applications. It helps us recognize and respond constructively. Initially, it's focused as disciplines, either seating or lying down. But again, it is a practice that one should have 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. We'll begin and end with the sound of 3 bells. I invite you to settle in with your eyes open or closed, either seated or standing or lying down or walking. Can you welcome the environment around you? Can you sense the space around you? Can you sense the space in front of you or behind you, to your right or your left? And can you welcome in your heartfelt purpose in your life? What is it that will allow you to live your life with intention? Can you sense your purpose? What brings meaning and value to your life? I invite you to continue to welcome and affirm this with an intention. especially today, it's so much more important to find that deep mission in your life. Can you welcome and affirm and find an inner resource within you? A feeling of being secure, giving you a sense of well-being. What's that feeling that gives you peace and ease? If you can, bring that into your body. Can you nourish your cells with that feeling of well-being? Nourish your cells with that feeling of peace, of ease. That feeling of life living you. Sense and bring your attention to that sensation in your jaw, sensation in your mouth, inside your cheeks, your tongue, your nostrils. Sense the breath as you take an inhalation through your nose and an exhalation through your nose. Is the breath hot or cold? Just simply notice what you feel. Sense the eyes, the play between darkness and light, the top of the head, sense the entire body from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. Just simply notice what you feel. Can you sense the body breathing itself? With each breath, can you fill your body with awareness and ease? Simply welcoming everything as it is. Continue to bring in an inner resource feeling secure, bringing in that sense of well-being. And that feeling with you throughout the rest of the day. We'll still in our practice with the sound of 3 bells. We're going to start on our backs. And our focus of the movement practice today will be on longevity, healthy aging. We're going to work on mobilizing our spine and lubricating our joints. So I invite you to lie on your mats. Safest way would be to lie on your side and then to come onto your back. John will be joining us and he'll be showing adaptations to our poses. Bend your knees and bring your right leg to your chest. So your right knee to your chest, so knee to chest. Extend the left leg out. And see if you could flex your left foot. Relax the shoulders. Both shoulders are resting on the earth. Let's take a couple of breaths, relaxing breaths. Take both hands and place it either on your knee or below your knee. As you inhale, your elbows are bent. As you inhale, straighten your elbows, bring your knees away from you. And as you exhale, bring your knee to your chest, elbows bend. Inhale, your knees come away from you, elbows are straight. And exhale, come back to center. 2 more. And exhale. And 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Knees come back to your chest. Now let's take that left leg and have it meet the right, so your both knees are bent, and extend that right leg. Your foot's flexed. Both palms are on top of your knees or below your knees. And let's take an inhale and extend. The elbows straighten. Shoulders are relaxed. And exhale, knees back to your chest. Let's do 3 more. Foot's flexed. Shoulders relaxed. Inhale. Inhale, extend your knee out as your elbows straighten. See if you can move with the rhythm of your breath. And exhale, come back into center. Now let's take the right leg so it meets the left. Take your right hand and your left hand and place them on each knee as you inhale and extend. Both elbows straighten and inhale, come back, knees to chest. Inhale, straighten your elbows. Exhale, knees back to chest. Here we're mobilizing your spine with some soft, gentle movements for the spine. Again, we spend so much time seated, and this is a great way to just loosen and mobilize your spine. Let's do one more. Inhale, elbow straightens, and exhale, knees to chest. Place your feet back onto your mats or on the floor or the earth. We're going to move into some twists. So let's bring our feet apart. Perhaps line that up to the edge of your mat if you have a yoga mat, and if you don't, see if your feet can just line up perhaps slightly further than your shoulders, the edges of your shoulders. Bring your arms to a T position, palms face up. As we inhale, let's twist our knees, both legs over to the right as our head goes over to your left. And see if you can just keep the shoulder blades on your mat. Let's inhale back to center. And then exhale back to the left. You look over to the right as your knees are over to your left. And let's come back to center. Twist back over to the right. As your head faces the opposite direction, back to center. And over to the opposite direction. Let's just do one more. Twist over to your right. Back to center. And over to your left. And back to center. Now bring your feet so it's hip width distance apart. And your hands come to your side for bridge, dynamic bridge pose. And John will show a modification for your hands so it can more fully support your upper back and your shoulders. As you inhale, so you can actually have your arms, your palms up or your palms down. I'm going to actually have my palms down. Press your feet firmly onto the earth as you inhale and raise your pelvis up to the sky. And exhale, come back down, vertebrae by vertebrae, upper back, mid back, and your lower back. Let's inhale, raise your pelvis, feet press firmly on the earth. Your shoulder blades stay softly onto the earth. And as you exhale, bring your upper back, mid back, and lower back down to the earth. One more. As we inhale, lift the pelvis up. Shoulders relaxed. Your chin is slightly tucked in, so your neck is long. And let's come back down to the earth. This time, as we come up to a bridge pose, we're going to simultaneously move our arms up and back. So let's inhale and bring our arms up and back. Your palms are facing up to the sky. And exhale, come back down to earth. Inhale, sweep your arms up and simultaneously I should lift your hips or your pelvis up to the earth. And let's come back down. Once more, as we inhale, let's lift our pelvis, simultaneously lift your arms up, palms face the sky, and bring your everything back down, vertebra by vertebra, hands back down, pelvis back down to the earth. Now let's come over back to our side. So just lay on your left side or your right side and just come up by pushing on your hands. That's a safe way to do this. And as we move into cat-cow. So your wrists are lined up with your shoulders. And your knees are lined up with your hips. Feel free to use a pillow to pad your knees or a blanket. And inhale, come forward, heart comes forward, chin slightly lifts, and exhale, round your back. Again, inhale, sweep your arms, bring your heart forward, and exhale. Roll your back, round the back, and inhale. And exhale, chin slightly tucks, round the back. Now let's invite you to bend your knees forward. So bring your right leg forward, and then you're going to extend the back leg. Bring both hands onto your thighs. As we inhale, we're going to bring our chest slightly in front of our hips. And exhale, come back so your torso is lined up with the hips. Inhale, let's come forward. And exhale. This is good way to lengthen the left side of your body, the deep abdominal muscles, the psoas. And let's take the other leg. Again, your knees are lined up with your ankles. And as we inhale, let's come forward. And exhale. Inhale forward. And exhale. Feeling that stretch in the front of your right body. And once more. Inhale, and come back to center. Your left leg meets the right, and let's move. We're going to come back up now to a standing position. Again, John will demonstrate another way to stand up, and I'll actually place both hands on my thighs, tuck my toes, and just lift up to come to standing.